in California City, and I'm driving a truck from a video game. And I've always wanted to do this.
I'm part of a group of die-hard people who attend this event called Wasteland Weekend. And essentially, it's a 4-day post-apocalyptic event out in the desert.
Met Paul at a little event called Wasteland Weekend, which I went to because I heard about a buddy of mine. That's cool. So I said, if we're going to go, we got to build a car.
And everybody, comes out and pretty much lives a post-apocalyptic environment. Mad Max, the Road Warrior type of things.
The widespread audience that movies have as an escapism element really brings more people into it. So out of those, millions of people, 1,500 of them get together and go to Wasteland Weekend and party for 4 days.
I was looking for a new vehicle to take out to Wasteland Weekend.
He contacted me after the event was over and said there's this vehicle for sale that was used to make a commercial for Borderlands 2, the video game.
We see the truck smash through a billboard, lands, skids to a stop. Bad guy comes out with guns, and that's the last you see of the truck. I mean, literally, if you blink your eyes twice, you won't see it. I originally found the Bandit Technical in Dennis McCarthy's lot. He's the gentleman and his company responsible for many of the Fast and Furious cars. They've built an amazing truck, so I put an offer out just saying, does anybody want to join me in buying this vehicle?
I said, yeah, I'm all in. So I bought the vehicle, he got hold of it, and started to go to work on it.
The vehicle is built on what I believe is a 1985 Suburban chassis, 4-wheel drive. And right down at the body line, chopped the entire body off and threw it away. The shocks that were on this vehicle were huge. Well, those were $4,000 worth of shocks they took off. So we had to then go and kind of put things back together in a little bit cheaper ways.
We went with the title Land Shark for it. Had a little decal of this shark skeleton and added some teeth. Now this thing is essentially a roll cage on wheels. So you're not really looking through a windshield, and as much as just a hole in a fence. This thing is built for, oh my God, it's a jump. Oh, this thing is terrifying. I can't even find the brake. There are rocks, there are bushes, and I feel like I'm gonna get hurt. Where's the gears? Where are the brakes? I'm gonna die. The sound of this thing is amazing. And it goes fast! Whoa!
bunch of meaningless crap that doesn't say anything. It just says that the car's running.
And now, because of those events, kind of addicted.
Michael Orr is a good friend and a companion in this world of both wasteland and movie cars. He has a great interest in vehicles. He's very quiet, but then when he gets excited, like there's no stopping him. He is located out in Vegas, so we don't get to see each other often, but when he got here for Wasteland Weekend, he was the first one up on the vehicle, and then of course we worked out what would work best for riding around in it. He gets to handle the big Bandit gun that I built for the truck.
Turret's the best spot. You're on top of the whole thing, so you had the best view. And then it's also a little bit safer than being in the back. Yeah, Paul's a maniac.
I can't say I was ever worried about rolling until I actually saw some of the footage that we've shot. What the hell do you want me to say? I almost killed him.
Do you think Paul would jump it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever jumped it?
Not yet. It is something I'm considering trying.
Jumping the Borderlands to Bandit Technical. Another thing I can knock off of my bucket list.
As much as I enjoy driving it, I almost now don't feel the vehicle is complete without the cosplay players on it. Now, part of it's because of the game. The game is very colorful, very eccentric characters, and these cosplay players bring that to the vehicle, and it almost feels like we're a complete unit now. Karen, she plays Tiny Tina, who's like this psycho young little 13-year-old who makes bombs. And then we had Jasmine, she plays Lilith, and she also brought Claptrap, which is this great little robot that's in the game that wanders around being a smartass. Mike Orr, who plays the Commando. My costume is Freak the Psycho. You actually hear him talk inside his head in a soft, normal voice. Out of his mouth comes things that are totally off the wall. I am the conductor of the poop train. Actually, it's funny because sometimes I blurt out stuff when I'm trying to impress people that don't sound right either. And finally, Waffle. When he gets into costume, he's not Waffle, he's a psycho bandit. If you play the game, you'll realize it. They may have copied Waffle on a Psycho Dave. Borderlands fans are a unique group. I have to say, the costumes are absolutely amazing, and we now have even more cosplay people signing up to enjoy the adventure at Wasteland Weekend in 2015.
I feel like a rock star. I feel like a rock star, the fact that I have it, and then when I'm driving it in the turret, I feel like an even bigger rock star. You know, I'm Aerosmith right there.
It's very cool to step out of oneself and just be something else, and everyone participates that way.
When I found out that there was an event that I could go to with grown-ups and go camp out in the desert and sleep in the dirt, and ever since then, now I'm making costumes and doing all this, because you have to be in costume the whole time that you're there. And yeah, it's just that kick in the pants, and everybody's fans of primarily the Mad Max movies. And that's kind of what started it all. I don't think it would have happened if it wasn't for the movies, flat out. If you have an idea, run with it. And you can't lose, you can't do it wrong. You know, if you tried to make a car that was real shiny and pretty and had to be perfect, you know, yeah, it has to be perfect. But if you do the post-apocalyptic thing, the nastier it looks, the better it is.
Unfortunately, this is the only one they ever made, and this is the only one that ever will be. It was only featured in the commercial for a total of 7 seconds. But they built one hell of a truck. It's a good thing we get to show it off, because things like this usually disappear in garages or garbage dumps. Are you okay? Did you hit your head?
I'm good.
You're good?
This is just going to be bouncy as fuck.
Oh, it will be. That's fine though.